Hi, BookTube. Happy December. This coffee break, by the way, is a bit of a coping mechanism. Read what you own is going to be a great challenge. I'm really looking forward to it. But for any keen reader, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. If money and space weren't a problem for me, I would buy books every day. I would fill miles of shelves. I would buy more books than I could read in an average human lifetime. I would end up investing in books that didn't do anything else except take up space. And in spite of that I have plenty of reading material, if that's not going to be a problem, I knew that I would need coping strategies to restrain myself from buying books. So I also felt that it was time that I did something more to thank all the BookTube creators who, they make me aware of really good books. So this is a book haul, but not as we know it. These books I'm going to talk about have been non-hauled. They've been put onto a special Amazon wish list, and my plan is to treat myself once the year's over and buy a few of these titles. So let's talk about some books that I did not buy during November, and shout out to the booktubers who celebrated them. To start with, science fiction. This is The Demolished Man by Alfred Bester, and was recommended to me by Gareth at Books, Songs and Other Magic. It won the first Hugo Award way back, 1953. The story is set in an imaginary future where telepaths police people. And so because their thoughts are being read, there's no more violent crime, there are no guns. But human nature, it's still human nature, right? Some humans want to kill. Given their situation, how can you possibly commit a successful murder? And that's the question this book is going to try to answer. I'm intrigued, and also I think the person who watches television here, who's, as you can see, not in, and I get to use the front room with my bookcases. Yay! Okay. But anyway, I think he'd like this book too. So when the time comes that I can have a post-challenge book haul, The Demolished Man will definitely be top on my list to buy. Next, fiction in translation. Madonna in a Fur Coat by Sabahattin Ali. This was a recommendation from Abigail Elena from her book on love and longing video that she posted in October. This novel was set in 1930s Turkey, published in the 1940s. Now, when it came out, it really didn't get a good reception from the literary establishment, and even Ali's faithful readers didn't think much of it because it dealt with the theme of first love, and it got dismissed as kind of a silly romance. It is a framed narrative, that is, there is a story being told within a story. The novel's gained more popularity recently, and I read a little bit about the author, and Ali's life intrigues me also, so this is definitely one that's going on my post-challenge TBR. This next one is a biography, Stalin's Englishman, The Lives of Guy Burgess by Andrew Lownie. Now, this was a recommendation from Jamie at Jamie B Books. It was one of her picks for Nonfiction November. Just seeing the cover, it made me think, what do I really know about Guy Burgess, apart from the fact that he was discovered to be a Soviet spy? And I suppose what one always wants to understand about a spy is, why would they choose such a life? Did they ever regret all the sacrifices that they had to make, or did they ever question any of their choices later on? And also, I would love to know how Burgess' close friends, if he had any close friends, and family, how they reacted when it was discovered that he was a double agent. Yeah, thank you, Jamie. That's definitely whetted my curiosity. Okay, next, historical fiction, Mean Spirit by Linda Hogan. This book was recommended by Sean at Sean the Bookmaniac 6275. Now, Sean said that this novel was recommended by Paul Sisiquasis of the Plains Cree First Nation. Paul said it'd be better to read Mean Spirit instead of seeing the recently released film titled Killers of the Flower Moon. And that's because the novel tells a story without incorporating a white savior, which isn't, strictly speaking, accurate from what I understand. And I'm pleased to hear that, because I had a not sure about this one reaction to the film trailer. Now, but to be clear, I did not have the same reaction when I was reading the description of David Grant's book, the one on which the film was based. And maybe what I'll do post-challenge is just buy both books and compare them, the differences and the similarities. And now a memoir, Autism in Heels, by Jennifer Cook O'Toole. This book was recommended by MJ at MJ James Writes. They liked this book because of its feminine perspective on autism, and it's important because that perspective tends to get less attention. What I think I should do in preparation for buying Autism in Heels post-challenge, I need to make sure I read a book I already own. In fact, I'm going to add this to my nonfiction TBR list, and that's the book Neurotribes, The Legacy of Autism and How to Think Smarter About People Who Think Differently by Steve Silberman. Yeah, I'm hoping the two titles will complement each other. Oh, by the way, MJ, I just watched your last book haul video. Hey, sympathy, because you're taking up the Read What You Own challenge as well. Good luck on reaching your 100-book target. And that is my non-haul. Really enjoyed that. Can't wait to do the next one, actually. What I'm going to do, in my description box, you're going to see links to all the books I've mentioned, but also links to the channels of all the creators, because, a lot of them are small channels starting out, just like me. So I wanted to cheerlead for them, and I'm urging you, go visit their channels. Come on, it's Christmas, right? Give them some subscribers, give them some views, get them going and on their feet, please. Thanks very much for checking out this coffee break. I hope you have great reading experiences for the end of 2023. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.